Assalamu alaikum and kia ora. I'm Fatima Sanussi. I'm the curator of the Nomadic Dreams exhibition, given the opportunity to facilitate it by Naima and Jennifer from Project Tamkin. I'm really humbled to be able to bring together these narratives, these 25 narratives that are part of it. And at the backdrop of these narratives is understanding the intersectionalities of migration. It's dedicated to migrant, refugee, and indigenous narratives. I created the space for the youth as much as for the elders, and I guess the message that's carried throughout this whole exhibition is intergenerational resilience.
My name is Jennifer Janif. I'm a creative artist, and this afternoon we join in the celebrations of Nomadic Dreams exhibition, which brings together 25 artists from around the world, mostly of refugee and migrant background. Stories that are not often heard in mainstream, or stories that are not heard out there. It's a story of resilience of the first generation, the intergenerational resilience of the second generation. Opportunity to gather together to celebrate. Wish to thank our sponsors, Whanau, Aotearoa Latin American community, and a shout out to Fatima, who's also known as Nunu, and Naima, who is the project coordinator for Project Tamkin.
I'm very impressed today with the Nomadic Dreams exhibition. I think it brings into Auckland the presence of migrant youth, the children who also been born here from migrant families. It's really good to be able to be in the opening of this Tamkin project. It is the project that we've been supporting and collaborating with for the last 2 years. And we're very proud to be part of this event. Very proud as well of having been invited to be a panel guest speaker for the opening of Nomadic Dreams. The works of these young people it take us into places that we've never been and that only our dreams can take us. It's just the amazing pieces of work. So very happy to recommend this exhibition to anyone.
And it's just an amazing opportunity that she's given us to showcase some of our work. I've never showcased anything before, and it's great to just be part of something to sort of just reflect on where our parents came from as well and their journeys, and I think contributing that to the community for them to see and to resonate with, I think is awesome.
Else to add on, but I'm really proud of Nunu for putting this together for us and giving us the space to tell our stories. I feel like we don't get that opportunity often, and yeah, just giving us the platform to tell our own stories for ourselves.
Yeah.
Kia ora koutou katoa, ko mi kaira pau tēnei tētahi o ngā kaihautu o te kaupapa e tu whānau. I am from Te Rarawa, Ngāpuhi and Ngāti Whātua, northern tribes here in Aotearoa. I'm also a resident in Tāmaki Makaurau. I've been participating in the Nomadic Dreams art exhibition here, firstly as a whānau hapu practitioner, firstly to welcome people to whakatau and to pōheri people into the space, which we call a sacred space. My part is to facilitate the ritual of engagement with context of spirituality, ancestors, connection to earth, connection to countries, and really setting the scene around that connection. Also, towards the end of the exhibition, to officially open the exhibition, we also prayed over and conducted a ritual to officially launch these compositions of artwork and photography and stories that are reflected on these walls all across the art gallery. And that has been my role as a practitioner and as a facilitator of culture, because culture is a wonderful way to navigate trauma, because it was the removal of that culture that caused the trauma in the first place. And that's kind of what I do as a whānau hapu iwi practitioner as I help to navigate those hard spaces, especially in terms of things you can't see and what you can see. Kia ora ra.
Yes, I would like to thank Naima and Jennifer for giving me the opportunity, for opening the space to our communities, and allowing me to be in a position where I can curate and bring together these narratives. Without them, this wouldn't be possible. I would like to thank Whanau, which has funded our event. I would love to thank all the 25 artists that have allowed me to showcase their narrative voluntarily, which is amazing. And see the vision and allowed me to collectively bring their work together to tell a bigger story. I would love to thank everyone that stayed with me the last 2 nights, ensuring that everything was up and that we made it to the finish line. There were so many people that were part of that process from the community, and I really appreciate it. That was evident that they were behind this message, and that support only allowed it to become as amazing as it is. So I'd like to thank the community first and foremost for allowing to facilitate the space and have their stories, but also be a part of that journey and allow us to put up and help me put up these images. Nomadic Dreams will expand, and I'm excited to see where it goes, and I think it's important to reiterate that these narratives come from a place of trauma, and that when we take these narratives and when we put them in spaces, we need to make sure that they're valued. We need to make sure that we ensure that we create safe spaces where we can have these conversations, and where we can also start putting together steps forward to, now that we have new narratives, what's the next step? How can we further support our communities in understanding their stories? So thank you, and I'm humbled. I'm so blessed. I'm like overwhelmed with a lot of joy, a lot of emotion. I can't even begin to really explain how I feel. It's too surreal for me, but I'm blessed for everyone that's a part of this journey, that believed in the vision and that helped to make it happen. Thank you.